Hi, I'm John Garvey, and this is FaceTime with President Garvey. Today we're talking with Gerald Sharpe, who's just laid down the mantle of boss of the SGA. Gerald, you got a lot of time on your hands to prepare for exams?
That's right, President Garvey. Thanks for having us.
Gerald's a rising senior and a major in philosophy and politics. And we also have Luis Garcia Abundis, who is a rising sophomore in psychological and brain sciences. Luis, are you ready for your exams?
Yes, President Garvey, I
Any
am.
today?
Tomorrow, not
Oh,
today.
good. Well, nice of you to take some
Some break.
of your exams. What's on your mind, guys?
So, President Garvey, the students are certainly excited and eager to get the COVID vaccine and return to normal university life next fall. A couple of months ago, you announced that you plan to have Catholic U open next semester. So, tell us a bit about what that will look like.
Gosh, we've almost forgotten what a big change it would be. To begin with, we'll have roommates. We've been all living in singles this year. Well, not the Garveys, but the students on campus. Will begin to eat meals with one another instead of carrying out styrofoam boxes. I think we're going to be allowed to have larger crowds so people can gather together for, student organizations will come back to life. Our athletes will, gosh, I hope we can start going to athletics events for a change. That'll be really nice. Campus ministry will begin to get to open up again. We're still working on what our testing regimen is going to be, and one of the things that we're depending on the city for is some change in the social distancing rules. But if those go in the direction we should, our classes will look pretty normal. And I don't mean to say that the COVID is going to be gone away entirely. We'll still need to be sensitive to it, but it's going to be much more normal kind of life than we've lived this year.
That is exciting news, President Garvey. Will students and faculty be required to come back for in-person instruction in the fall? And if so, will most classes be in person?
Most classes will be in person. I'd like nearly all of them to be in person. I've taught my virtues class this spring to 25 freshmen in person, and it's been wonderful. I just can't tell you how nice it's been to see the students. And about 40% of our classes this spring have been in person. It's varied a lot among schools, but by the fall, we'd like for virtually everybody to do it. I have to say that we have learned some things about operating online and with Zoom like we're doing right now. And there are some advantages to that, and it will still serve us in necessary cases, like the spring, for example, when one or another of my students was quarantining, they were able to Zoom into class. So I expect we'll live with some of that, but it's going to be pretty normal.
Yeah, the students will certainly be excited to hear about those changes to in person instruction next semester. On another note, tell us some more about what student life and sacramental availability will look like starting in August.
Well, on that, we're going to follow the direction of the Archdiocese of Washington because we're in their jurisdiction. But my intention and our plan is to open masses, go back to the regular schedule of daily masses and Sunday masses and adoration on Thursday. Yeah, people will be happy to know that we've actually increased our offerings of the Sacrament of Reconciliation during COVID time, and we're going to stick with the increased schedule. So that too is going to be pretty normal.
That's phenomenal to hear, President Garvey. With these changes you plan to make to our campus life next semester, will you mandate that all students, faculty, and staff receive the COVID vaccine before returning to campus in August?
That's a question a lot of people have been asking. We did a survey and got more than 2,500 responses, so we have a really good idea about where the community is on this. I'm delighted to say that in response to the survey, 70% of our community have already received one or more vaccines, and the survey also asked who else was going to get it, and we'll be at 80 or 85% by the end of the summer. That was delightful. I don't know whether you saw this, but there was a piece that I read yesterday about the situation in Israel, which is leading the world in their vaccination rate. They're at 60% right now, 60% fully vaccinated, and they just fell off a cliff. Their infection rate dropped 95% over the period when they once they passed 60%. So it's a promising sign for what we might experience here. The survey indicated a number of our community members still have concerns about the vaccine. People will some with religious concerns, some with medical concerns, and we need to be sensitive to those. I think 35 to 40% of the community said that they would prefer not mandating vaccines out of respect for those who have those kinds of concerns. Many people who themselves are going to get vaccinated, but we're going to keep an eye on it. If we need to get back to the point where we can be as open as we've been discussing, we'll give consideration to mandating it. But I think we're going to get there without that.
Thank you very much for having us, President Garvey. This was a great chat with you today.
Well,
Thank
it's
you.
great to see you both. Great to
Thank
see
you,
you both.
President
Good luck
Garvey.
on your exams. I'm sure you're going to do well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.